All right, here we go. This is going to be an exciting best of 5. Spawning up at the top left for Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax in the blue. And his opponent, spawning down in the bottom right for the Shopify Rebellion. It is Lambo in the red. MaxPax, of course, is going to go for the quick pylon block, quick pro block of the natural. Lambo already going up to 17 drones, so he says, okay, yeah, I know you're going to do this. Not a big deal, but it's something that is, I mean, you at least, I guess, mitigate the pain a little bit by building that extra drone right away. You're kind of admitting that you're probably going to get hatch blocked. Personally, I do prefer the 16 hatch for the faster queen timing and just sending the drone a little bit earlier out. But, I mean, it works either way. MaxPax's going to be a nuisance with this probe. Already knocking a lot. Oh, man, he's already doing a lot with this, actually. Knocking the drones around quite effectively. Lambo will get back on top of it, though. But a player like MaxPax, a player like Hero, a player like even Classic has gotten really, really good at it recently, is so frustrating to deal with when they're really good at this kind of thing. It can actually ruin your whole day, to be honest. If you let it. Now, at this level, obviously, Lambo's not going to get too tilted, but I mean, this would tilt me. I'll say that, and I'll say that unabashedly, unashamedly. This would really piss me off. But Lambo, I mean, he's got his Lings now on the way. He did initially build just one set. So I was wondering if maybe there was going to be something funky. Trying to skip the second set to just be a little greedy, but nope. He builds the second set afterwards. Going to make sure that he is able to get the expansion down at the natural. Will be a double chrono out of MaxPax. And that is very much expected. Because, I mean, you've already got a big opportunity to get something done with this space between the bases, and Lambo did go for the double inject here, which means it will not have a creep tumor. MaxPax able to snipe down one Zergling. Lambo going for a 3-1 split of Lings, 3 at the third base, 1 at the main. But he's got 4 more Lings about to pop out, 2 more at each base, and I mean, part of the reason I'm highlighting this is because MaxPax's early adepts are such a nuisance to deal with. Lambo, though, really staying on top of this quite nicely, and actually, almost getting the kill on one of those adepts. But it survives with 8 HP. With its armor, that would have been 2 more Queen Volleys or 2 more Zergling attacks, or 1 combination of either. MaxPax, though, does snipe down 4 Lings, which is, I mean, it's not a ton of damage, but that's still a solid start for MaxPax. You'd obviously love to kill drones, but any bit of damage you can get is really nice. And especially in a matchup that's going to be as tightly contested as this one, Lambo very quick Roach Warren. And that is because MaxPax is hiding the first Oracle. I really like that he's doing this, because Lambo knows that MaxPax is a player who likes to 4 and 6 gate glaive. Really, he likes to 6 gate glaive, and I love the fact that MaxPax warped in 2 more adepts. He's really selling the fact that this could be a glaive push. And this double Oracle, it might just sneak across the map undetected. Ooh, Lambo. Oh, for a second I thought the slow zone was actually going to work in his favor. Now we've got a Spore Crawler on the way. 4 adepts are going to try and find an opening here. They did, in fact, shade across the map. Drones are pulled from the natural quite quickly, but the Lings are going to have a tough time here. Adepts are going to get into the main base. Oracles will go to town on these Queens, will be able to take down 1 and get the second. And even the Adept staying alive for a little while. The lack of a Spore and the hidden mind game from MaxPax is going to get so much work done. Now, fortunately for Lambo, he actually lost almost no drones, only 2 drones falling. But that was a lot of Lings. Oh, nice save right there on that drone. Only one more going down to this third Oracle. Lambo, though, did lose a lot of Lings, but he will clean up and he will push this back. And actually, he's going to get the wraparound on these Stalkers. Oracle's going to be forced, well, just the one is going to be forced to turn on his Pulsar Cannon. Lambo, oh, does have to pull back a little bit further. Considering how dangerous that looked, I'm actually blown away by the fact that Lambo didn't take way more damage. So well done from Lambo. Good crisis management. But MaxPax, he's going double Forge. He's got his third base up and running. Starts up Blink. And he keeps all the Oracles alive. And trading out 4 Adepts for the amount of damage that he did, still successful. Still a successful early game from MaxPax. Lambo does have the Evo Chamber on, well, done. Ooh, MaxPax able to get a pick off on one Creep Tumor. I like very much that he didn't try and kill that Creep Tumor after he saw the Queens in position. If this was the Oracle that was going in, yeah, it's worth it. Take a tiny bit of extra hull damage to make sure you kill that Creep Tumor. But since it was the one that would have died, very wise decision to not do so. Uh-oh, Lambo already built 7 Overlords. I hope he doesn't think he didn't build them. He's already building too many Overlords. Okay, he didn't build any more than that. MaxPax, though, going to start to put pressure on. There is no Blink done yet, but the Stasis Wards and the Oracles will cover. Now, this Creep Tumor being rebuilt here is very good for Lambo. It's going to help him a lot on the defense. Stasis Ward does get baited out. Good job from Lambo. Another Stasis Ward going to come on in. Queens, well, against Stalkers without Blink, and in these numbers, this is actually not so bad for Lambo. However, that is all the Queens at the front. Ooh, there is not... Oh my god, he warped in just at range of the shield battery. And Blink was about 15 seconds away. Well, really, it was about 10 seconds away because the Blink timer on the right side is using old Blizzard time, so it was really about 10 seconds away as they died. Lambo will knock down the cooling towers here. I actually like that a lot because MaxPax has tried to use this position. Meanwhile, the Oracles do grab a couple of drones. Nice pickoffs. Lambo, he is teching up very hard behind this Infestation Pit, Hydralisk Den. MaxPax to go straight into the 2-2. I certainly feel like he should. He's got the money for it. +2 armor. +2. There we go. Perfect. Stalker's going to shark forward on the right side. We'll be able to drop some Revelations. Lings. I mean, against 1-1 Blink Stalkers, even with +1 melee, they're not going to do amazingly well. Because of that +1 armor, they'll still do better. Because of course the armor upgrade doesn't affect the shields. So it's better than no upgrades at all. But the +1 armor is going to help out a lot. Now, I do like that Lambo is going very quick into Lurker Den, especially on Neo-Humanity. MaxPax loves, and has shown recently that he really loves, this heavy gateway style. Heavy gateway man. MaxPax going up to 8 gateways. He's only been on 6 up to this point. Actually, sorry, he's going up to 10. Zealots, no charge, so they're going to have trouble getting some good value. But Lambo does see this War Prism, and he will be able to get Hydras in position. MaxPax is going to see that it's Hydras, and with this, he throws down an instant second Stargate and a Fleet Beacon. I think that's a great decision, because Lambo is going to try and drag this game out. Or, well, not just drag this game out. He's going to try and deal with what would be a very heavy gateway and ground style with a Lurker play. Lambo, not the kind of player to play Hydraling Bane very much. So the fact that it's a very quick carrier transition against these fast Lurkers is going to be really good. Lambo, it'll be up to him to get the scout against this. And he actually does see this very quickly. Excellent usage of the surveillance mode, of the siege mode. And we should see a Spire coming on down. Good cleanup on the left side by Lambo. Actually, he might just try and... Oh, he's absolutely going to try and hit with the range on the Lurkers. Hydras. Oh. Well, they're going to be able to push this back. Zealots on the right side. Excellent defense here from Lambo. The 2 Spine Crawlers and the 1 Lurker are going to be plenty to deal with this. Great Queen positioning as well from Lambo. Really crossing his T's, dotting his I's here. Now, disruptor shots. Ooh, they're going to get a couple of connections. We'll be able to take down one Lurker, softening up a couple more. Ling's getting into the 5th base, trying to get into the natural, but MaxPax is on top of all of it. Ooh, and Lurker's running into a stasis ward. Another one almost going down to a cannon. Tempests are going to be the weapon of choice here from MaxPax. If they are controlled well, they are such good units. It's just difficult to control them well. Stasis Ward will catch a ton of units, and this is going to be a great defense from MaxPax. He is going to get a massive cleanup on everything. There's just the one undetected Lurker here, but it is going to get revelated. And now there's Tempests out. Lambo. I mean, this just didn't work. MaxPax was able to defend. Ooh, there is this Lurker that is actually undetected right here. Finally will go down, and the Disruptor's actually getting sniped. Those are big plays from Lambo. Still, he needs a lot more than that. There are still Disruptors on the field. It's only 2. But that is pretty decent. Now, 23 charge lots. That is a lot of charge lots here. And the War Prism has been kept at bay. Ooh, Disruptor shot does get killed. Denied, in fact. Another Disruptor will get surrounded by these +2 cracklings. No 3-3 started up. Huge Stasis Ward on the defense. Meanwhile, the Zealots this time, even though they're very well-placed spines, will get taken down. But they buy time for the Adaptive Talons Lurkers to get back in position. And that will be a cleanup coming on in once again from Lambo. Both players playing excellent StarCraft right now. Really managing each other well. But here comes the carrier transition from MaxPax. Lambo sees it, though. He sees that it is going to be carriers. Zealots on the right side. Watchtower will get taken down. Oh, +1 error. That was either canceled or denied entirely. Bailey's going to try and come in on the top side. Well, on the left side. But they're not going to get too much done. Actually, did they even kill any? They killed like 1 probe at most. That might be the first probe that's died this game. Lambo definitely needs a second Spire. Absolutely needs a second Spire if he's not intending to end this game in even the next 5 minutes. I don't think there's any way for him to do so. Oh, War Prism does go down. Honestly, though, with the defense from Lambo, it wasn't actually going to do that much. I definitely like that he dropped the Zealots out. I would have been fine with him just leaving the War Prism there, but the Zealots felt like trapped supply, so I'm okay with that. And it doesn't seem like much, but for supply, you know, that's most of a carrier. That's 2 High Templar. It's an Archon. Oh, man, the Stasis Wards have been so good. Lambo is going to try and move forward with the Lurkers once again. MaxPax does have +1, well, 1-1 actually finishing up for his air. Archons on the left side is going to do so well against these Lings, but the Ling numbers with their +2 melee and adrenal glands are overwhelming. And Lambo is starting to actually find some really big value here. Able to pick off 14 probes and will get the Nexus. MaxPax. Ooh, he does lose another Archon. And Lambo finally, after so much aggression, will start to make some progress. But he threw away a lot to do it. And on the counterattack, well, actually, no, these Zealots are going to get cleaned up. The problem is MaxPax has just been out-mining his opponent by such a significant amount. Actually, no, he hasn't. What am I saying? No, Lambo's been doing just fine. Lambo's actually out-mining his opponent now. MaxPax, yeah, no, it was pretty close to even. I was just looking at the army supplies and the army values. And I guess it was just that Lambo threw away a little bit too much. And they were mining equal. So so the difference is just in the resources lost straight up. And now, with 1-1 carriers, 2-2 on the way, I mean, Lambo, he does have Vipers, he does have Corruptors. Oh, but these are going to get pushed back. Disruptor shot will cancel all 4 of the Lurkers. 2 of the Disruptor shots, I should say. Meanwhile, counterattack on the left side. Stasis Ward again. They've been MVP Stasis Wards. 1 Corruptor will pop out. MaxPax just going to retreat on out. Parasitic Bomb is going to come on in. That is a really nice Parasitic Bomb. Where's the Loco Maneuver? We got to see it. But it is... Well, the Parasitic Bomb fades off before it can really take full effect. Interceptors are still out in good numbers. MaxPax is getting pushed back here, but Lambo is not going to be able to follow through. He cannot chase into the mothership's cloaking and battery overcharge. And now as both of them have spent all of their banks, the dust settles. It is Lambo still on 5 bases. Well, actually got knocked back down to 5 bases, I should say. versus a MaxPax who was also on 5 bases, resaturating and resecuring this 5th base, and just has better upgrades and a higher quality army. Lambo, though, he's been really putting in work, but MaxPax is pulling ahead in this game, and I think once the 2-2 finishes up for the air, I mean, Lambo does have his own 2-1 on the way, but there's going to be a really big timing where MaxPax's air upgrades are just vastly superior. It's going to be a 3 upgrade advantage, and yes, Corruptors deal with carriers very effectively. That base 2 armor is good, but when it's 2-2 carriers and 2-2 interceptors, that's pretty darn strong too. Zealots on the right side. Man, Lambo's done such a good job of dealing with these run-bys. 65 Zealots for 429 Zerglings. So many of these melee units going down. Ooh, Lambo. We'll try and find an opening here. MaxPax, though, warping in more Zealots. It is starting to shift back away from like a big, heavy army, a little bit more into some mobile harassment squads, and that's a really cool part of some of these late-game PvZs, when it does go to carriers, when it does go to Tempests, is that you still do want this ability to harass, because it usually, at this level of play and at this kind of situation, both players are able to control their armies well enough that they can trade. By the way, Lambo is about to finish up his +1 Carapace, +2 flyer attacks, is getting very close. MaxPax just now starting up the +3 air weapon, should get the +3 armor, and should get shields, I think. In fact, with +2 ground armor already done, and the potential of 10... Well, I mean, it's only 10 gates. Could get an 11th and 12th gate. I wouldn't hate that either. Doesn't have the biggest bank, though. MaxPax does see the Lurkers moving forward. Ooh. Oh, that's way too many Lings to contest. I was going to say, he can jump on those Lurkers, but Lambo didn't just leave them exposed on their own. Oh, we're going to see a recall. Are we? I thought he was going to try and sneak the units to the side. Nice abducts coming in on these carriers. Storm is now done. Very nice little move right there for Lambo. He's actually killed 5 carriers in this game now. Ling Lurker on the left side. I was talking about harassment squads. I mean, this is doing kind of great. Lambo does see this mothership coming. Okay, MaxPax is going to recall over to this left side. I don't know if this is the play right here. It feels like he might be recalling into a really tough situation. He does Revelate and sees the Lurkers. Okay, so he's not in the worst position. Got to be very careful moving forward. Will gun down a couple of Lurkers, but there is a fair amount of static defense. Nice storm to zone. He's got to be careful about a Lurker flank, though. The big move, though, is this counterattack to the top right side, which is going to knock out a base and might knock out another one. MaxPax doing a beautiful flip of positioning, and he takes down 5 drones. Not a big deal. Taking down this 6th base, that is a huge deal, because MaxPax, I talked about it, they're both capable of trading armies very effectively. The Lurker is actually doing really well here, getting a lot of stalkers. MaxPax got to be careful in the middle of the map. Oh, that is a lot of army that is kind of going into the middle of not nowhere. But he doesn't have a lot of High Templar energy to cover this. Only 2 storms or 3 feedbacks available. MaxPax does retreat out with this topside army. They're both staying maxed out, but it is the trades. It is these highly technical, super methodical trades that are coming on in. And I love the changeling on this base. By the way, MaxPax will find a bit of an opening on the left side, and will be able to clear out a little bit of the static defense. Revelates, grabs his opponent's army, and sees the Vipers. Oh, the abduct on the mothership is going to get the kill there. Meanwhile, we do see drones on the top side. Huge storm on the Lings, but that means he doesn't have storm to deal with the Corruptors. Oh my god, I can't believe that carrier didn't die. However, this one will. 12 drones, though, on the right side. Where did the drones go down? Was that Lambo sacking them? It might have been, because... I mean, Zealots? No, they're not going to be able to find anything. Good job from MaxPax to immediately get out of there. 8 carriers still on the field, but now this is a lot of Corruptors right now. We will see an Observer getting picked off. Is Observer speed done? No, not yet. It has not been produced. There's the +3 air armor, by the way, and +1 shields is done. Lambo Does have +3 flyer carapace on, or sorry, +3 flyer attack on the way. Just finished up +2 flyer carapace. Nice feedback, but it wasn't quite in time to deny the abduct. However, that was that low health carrier from earlier. Ooh, battery overcharge going to get popped. Parasitic Bomb. There's the Loco maneuver. The carrier does spread away. Nice job to avoid having all of the interceptors getting taken down. Archons underneath, though, and the Stalkers as well will help whittle away at these Corruptors. And this is going to be a transition back into ground, most likely, for MaxPax. Lambo does clean up most of the air of his opponent. But what does he have on the ground? He's got 5 Lurkers and 10 Lings, trying to morph in more Lurkers of his own. Ooh, but MaxPax very wisely going back into ground. This is why I would have loved the +3 armor. Would have been really handy in this situation. And now look at this, the Zealot Stalker on the right side, the Stalker Archon, well, Zealot Stalker Archon on the left. Lambo. Ooh, these are +3 Adrenal Glands Lings. But they are not going to be able to contest with this army, not without the Lurker support. Lurker's not burrowing. Okay, now he burrows, but the damage has been done. MaxPax broke the back of Lambo. And he will take a thrilling game number 1. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning up at the top left for Psystorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And his opponent. Spawning down on the bottom right for the Shopify Rebellion. It is Lambo. In the red. Man, what an absolute banger of a game that was. That was an awesome game. Lambo, by the way, playing a very interesting style, electing to go for Ling Lurker to deal with the ground army instead of Broodlords. It is a lot more mobile, especially the Lings, and he was holding his own for sure for a while. He wasn't able to fully clean it up. Not quite. Not quite. But that was both of them going toe-to-toe for a while. Now, Lambo did commit heavily to the Ling Lurker aggression. He tried to crack MaxPax before MaxPax was able to get a good number of Skytoss units, but MaxPax went for the Tempests, which were really good against the Lurkers in general. Also, the Disruptors were just fantastic on the defense, trying to crack that middle high-yield gas base when you have to contend with cannons, battery overcharge, the blistering number of stasis wards. Like, there was just so many huge stasis wards in that game. Honestly, there was like 8 stasis wards that caught 15 or more units. Now, granted, a lot of them were Lings, a lot of them were... but, like, if you catch 20, 25 Lings with a stasis ward, yeah, that's a good stasis ward. And there was a couple of times where it even body blocked part of Lambo's army. Like, MaxPax was just playing so damn well right there. And that's the cool thing about MaxPax is, you know, when he plays one of these weeklies, he is always giving it 100%. He is never not playing at maximum capacity. And it's really cool to see. Lambo, he did a lot of things very, very right. But unfortunately wasn't able to crack his opponent. He thought he had a timing. And if it had been straight to carriers, maybe that Ling Lurker timing, or Ling Hydra Lurker timing that he was going for, where he kind of sustained the aggression for a while with that Lurker range, and even he got adaptive talons during it. You know, if there's not 4 to 6 Tempests on the field, things could go very differently. Nice Evo Chamber Spore Crawler morph right there for Lambo. Doesn't get the Extractor morph, so he will lose one of these drones. Ooh, nice job from Lambo. Actually gets an extra shot from the Queen. And that might not seem like a big deal, but it delays the shield regeneration. And you can see MaxPax can't really go in with this one Adept. Ooh, Lings are going to try and jump on top of these Adepts. And, he will wrap around on the one low HP Adept. Well, actually, it was the higher HP Adept, lower shields. Yeah, good job from Lambo. Still, MaxPax makes him pay a hefty toll with some good positioning. Yeah, 1 Adept for a drone and 5 Lings. Now, fortunately for Lambo, he only built 6 Lings. Bit of a bluff, kind of, from Lambo. You're always expecting, as the Protoss player, that the Zerg will have built 6... Well, sorry, will have built 8 to 10 Lings. So the fact that Lambo is able to pick off one of those Adepts, it really mitigates the damage he took. MaxPax, this time he is going for Glaive Adepts. So he represented he represented Glaive Adepts in game number 1. But now he is going for it in earnest. Lambo is going to build a bunch of Lings. He wants to crush this Glaive Adept, or, well, he wants to crush this little 4 Adept move out and not have to contend with extra Adepts. But yeah, MaxPax, of course, is going to just chill. Waits for 3 more Adepts. It is a very quick transition into the robotics way, which is what MaxPax has been loving to do recently. So it's only going to be 7 Adepts for now. There we go. As the War Prism shows up, will be a couple more. But make no mistake, we're going to see Disruptors. We're going to see War Prism speed instantly as the follow-through. Disruptor. Here's the Disruptor. War Prism speed should be shortly thereafter. Will be 4 Adepts into the main base. Where is that? Oh, it's actually Blink being prioritized. Nope. Never mind. He cancels it. Adepts in the 3rd base. Ooh, Lambo. Wow, that Roach popped out at the exact perfect moment to save like 4 drones. If that Roach doesn't pop out, he loses quite a few drones, and the Transfuses really keep it alive quite effectively. Meanwhile, dropping the main or in the natural expansion, only able to get 2 drones. Queen, not quite able to get damage into the War Prism. Was firing the shot that would have cracked the shields and gotten a little bit of hull damage. Obviously, it's not a huge deal to get, what? There was 4 shields left. I think that would be 8 damage? 8 damage after the armor takes effect. Sorry, 4 damage. 4 damage of hull. Yeah. 4 damage of hull. But, I mean, when your opponent's going for Speed Prism Disruptor drop... Ooh! Spore Crawler finds the Observer. That's huge. Because now it is going to be so much more difficult for MaxPax to find good value with this War Prism drop. Ooh, and he sees the 2nd Queen. Once again, MaxPax gets out without suffering any actual damage on the War Prism. But losing that Observer really does help Lambo. Simplifies this defense a lot. MaxPax definitely didn't want to lose that. Great creep spread from Lambo, by the way. Ooh, and that's 5 Queens. Recall is on cooldown. Good split from Lambo on the Queens right there. But he gets a lot of hull damage. 59 HP. You really don't want to be... don't want to be running into Queens, especially on a map like Babylon, where there's not a lot of dead airspace. Not a lot of airspace to sneak around. MaxPax, by the way, is going Colossus on the follow-through. So it's going to be range. 2nd Colossus already on the way. MaxPax getting a lot of sentries as well. And is on 6 gases. Ooh. Disruptor drop does... What? Actually doesn't get the kill. Nice split once again, and transfuses from Lambo. He's doing a great job of dealing with this Disruptor Prism drop. I'm so used to seeing MaxPax getting so much damage. Ooh. That creep spread really coming in handy right there. And I mentioned the War Prism damage, the hull damage was going to matter. Every little bit counts. At this level, between these 2 players, every little bit of damage counts. Bane run by, going to try and come in. Oh, okay, Lambo going to wait for a little bit. And I do like that he's waiting. Extended Thermal Lance is about to complete, as well as +1 weapons. 3rd Colossus just now hitting the field. Will take the shortcut down to the low ground. Cannon, though. Well, this is going to be nice. Ooh, Lambo. Well, these Banelings are spotted, and they will get cleaned up for free. Meanwhile, 2 Adepts somehow get into the natural expansion. How does MaxPax do it? He always finds damage. He always finds a way in with units. I don't even know where those came from. They're just leftover Adepts, but he gets them in. Looks Looks like the War Prism once again was deflected by Lambo. Lambo is doing an absolute S-tier job of dealing with this Disruptor drop and preventing it from getting any damage done. Ooh, here's the rest of the Adepts. There's only a couple of drones at this base, but would be really nice to get a find here. Okay, MaxPax is going to see no hive. I think you just chill. I think you just continue to chill because Lambo is going to be the one coming at you. Now, Infestation Pit is on the way. No Shield Battery the Natural. Would love to see that now. At the very least, for MaxPax, you can wait until you're maxed out. Wait until you're MaxPaxed out. He's getting a 4th Colossus, by the way. And +2 weapons charge. They are just started. Okay, Disruptor shot. Good dodge. MaxPax. Oh, he's sharking around with the Disruptors. Oh, will get a good connection on a couple of the Queens. Gets 3 of those high-energy Queens. Very nice. These Adepts still looking for an opening on the bottom side. Huge run-in. Banelings coming on in. Force fields are good, but not completely protecting this army. Sentries, though, will be able to retreat back out. Ooh, one of the Colossus does fall. 2nd and 3rd are in some trouble. Oh, little bit of fumbling on the Colossus micro here from MaxPax. And he's going to lose all but one of them. And now this base is rather exposed. However, drones on the other side of the map, well, only 5 of them going to go down. And a lot of probes will fall, but MaxPax is going to be able to drive this back. Dodges the corrosive vials, keeps the next eye alive, and can instantly rebuild probes. Meanwhile, now these Adepts, well, actually, no, they're going to get jumped on by Lambo. Yeah, they only got the 5 drones. Creep spread will start to get cleaned up, and +2 weapons does complete. If MaxPax kept 3 Colossus alive there, he can probably go for a game-winning counterattack right now. But because he wasn't able to do so, he will have to kind of chill out a little bit and rebuild these Colossi. Regardless, he wanted to wait for the +2 weapons anyways. Lambo, though, this will give him time to get with the hive. His +2 melees are going to complete normal shortly as well. MaxPax, I do like that he just kind of poked forward, cleared out a little bit of creep, and will chill out a little bit. Ooh, Disruptor shot. Oh, Lambo with another great split. Only loses 1 Ravager right there. That could have been so much worse. He's going to come in from multiple angles. Once again, Guardian Shield's going to get popped on the bottom side. Battery overcharge, keeping the Colossus alive. Shield Battery will get taken down, but it has distracted very effectively. Warp Prism could save the Colossus if he needs to, but he actually... well, no, he will be able to do so. Stalker's going to warp in on the top side. MaxPax is on the ropes here, but he is, for the moment at least, holding good micro on the Warp Prism with the Colossus. And Lambo will get driven back once again. Outstanding defense from MaxPax. He has been Defensive Player of the Year today. But Lambo still did get a lot of damage to the army, but he didn't kill those ultra valuable Colossus. 35 kills on one, 18 kills on another, and now the War Prism going to drop into the main base. We'll see that the hive is done, and that might cause him to get a little bit more aggressive here. One Viper is about to hit the field, but it is going to take some time to charge up energy. There are 3 Colossi once again. Now with the War Prism on the other side of the map. Oh, MaxPax not going to be able to save that one. Zealot will drop back into the main base. Oh, look at that. Drops the charge lots. Snipes a single Zergling and gets back out. Yeah, nice. Nice. Second Viper is on the field. First one is about to have energy for double abduct, but it is not in position. MaxPax, if he goes right now, he might just knock out this base. Lambo, he is in some trouble here. And the split, the army spread from MaxPax is kind of unassailable. Meanwhile, as Lambo tries to go up to defend this base, MaxPax will warp in a couple of Zealots in the main base. Nice reburrow on the Spore Crawler to get underneath that War Prism. But MaxPax responds, gets out of here. However, the Queens, ooh, they might finally be able to take down this War Prism. It's been alive forever, but it will survive. And he saves the Zealots. However, Lambo saves the hatchery for the moment on the top side. MaxPax is getting up to a 5th Nexus right here. Ooh, would love an abduct. Yes, right there. He's finally going to get the War Prism. Yes, he will. At 1337, perfect timing. Couldn't have planned it out better myself. Lambo is maxed out. He's ahead in army value. And he's got 2 Vipers with a lot of energy. Well, he's got one Viper with a lot of energy. Second one has a decent amount of energy. There are High Templar on the field, though. And Storm is completing very shortly. I feel like once Storm completes, Lambo's job becomes infinitely more difficult. As it is, it's already going to be difficult to find an opening. Storm is about to complete, but it's not done just yet. So many Banelings coming on in. 10 seconds remaining on Storm. Can High Templar stay alive in that time? Feedback do connect on the Vipers, but the Colossus are being swarmed. The Banelings crashing in will take down everything of MaxPax and Lambo. Hits the timing by 10 seconds to even the scoreline at 1 apiece. And here we go for game number 3. My goodness. Spawning up in the top left for Storm Gaming, it is MaxPax in the blue. And his opponent looking so damn sharp right now. For the Shopify Rebellion, it is Lambo in the red. Man, oh man. That actually came down to a 10-second timing window. If Lambo doesn't hit in before Storm is complete, I am convinced that MaxPax is going to be able to hold there. And not just hold, but probably crushes that army. Lambo actually just got in with 10 seconds left before Storm completed. Absolutely nuts. Ridiculous stuff. Literally one chrono boost. One chrono boost of full duration is a full 10 seconds. Absolutely wild. And such a good game between these two players. Oh boy, yep. I just want more of this. I just want more of this. Pump it into my veins. This is incredible stuff from both players. They are both playing at absolute peak levels right now. While I love the rivalry between Hero and Dark and the madness that we get from those two players, they are all over the place. And you can check out those series on my YouTube. These two guys are playing such a ridiculously technical, methodical set of StarCraft 2 games. But they are also playing with so much speed and precision. And I am just so happy to see this. And once again, they could compete. They could face off against each other in the ESL Masters playoffs for Europe. I don't think we know what the brackets are yet for Europe. So it might be possible that they play one another. I don't think so. I don't think they would. Especially since they already played in the Swiss bracket, the Swiss stage. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. Regardless, we're going to be back to what we saw in game number 1. Chrono boost, double chrono boost on the Adepts. MaxPax. Okay. Ooh, oh, nice Spore Crawler morph right there from Lambo. So far, he hasn't lost anything. 18 minerals for a Spore Crawler morph? Nah, that don't count. Obviously, you know, it's still something, but excellent defense from Lambo here. MaxPax was wondering if you might take a page out of Showtime's book and maybe go up to a fourth Adept before the... Oh, hang on. Oh, he actually canceled the Shade Retreat. That is fairly interesting. And, oh, Lambo by just simply showing the Lings here. Oh, hang on. MaxPax sees this and is going to shade forward. Oh, the drones get this around, but it is going to be a lot of drones going down. 5 drones. That is very worthwhile, and he even gets a 6th one with the Oracle. Yeah, that's a really significant amount of damage coming on in. Now we see a Roach Warren. Is Lambo just going to all in? Normally, I'd say no, but with the amount of damage that he's taken and the fact that the Roach Warren is hidden, ooh, and that's a pretty quick second gas. Might this be the German taxi? If he throws down a third gas and doesn't kind of pumps the brakes on drones in a little bit, I think that is what we'll see. For now, though, hard to tell. Lambo does see the gas at the natural.
Assaulting drones.
Oh, was that another drone getting picked off? Ooh, MaxPax is going to find another couple of drones in the natural. Yeah, he gets 3 drones here. MaxPax did get a very quick Twilight Council. No Forge just yet. There we go. There's one. Is he going to go double Forge again? Or nope, doesn't look like it. It looks like he will prioritize Blink. And MaxPax is utterly stellar with the Blinky Boys. There it is. We got 5 Roaches on the way. There are a lot of Queens on the map. And there's no layer. Yeah, this has got to be like a Queen walk out of Lambo, right? But MaxPax was already... Ooh, he didn't get that last creep tumor, actually. Lambo did respread creep anyways further forward, but there would have been potential to try and pick it off. Actually, there still is, but he sees the Queen walk, and Shield Battery and Cannon starting up at the third base. There's already one in the mineral line. That's going to be the one that you want to get up and running. Would love to see an additional pylon to reinforce, because Corrosive Biles on that pylon could be bad. Another cannon. Okay, there we go. There's another pylon. But it is in range to be Corrosive Biled right next to the cannon and shield battery. Could cause some problems for MaxPax. Blink is a ways away from completing. Lambo is up 30 army supply right now. He is really going to try and crush through right here, right now. Corrosive Bile does connect on one of the depths, but it's not going to be too much. Ravager getting very low on HP. Oh, if he could have sniped that with the Oracle, that would have been really nice. There we go. He sniped down one. Battery overcharge is going to get popped, and it will stay alive for a very long time. And actually, this is just going to get crushed. GG gets called. MaxPax recognizes the attack, stuffs the defense, and will go up 2-1. All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom left. For the Shopify Rebellion, it is Lambo. In the red. And his opponent with a great defense in game number 3. It is Psystorm Gaming's MaxPax. In the blue. Yeah, that was just a really clean hold from MaxPax. He did a great job. Didn't panic. Yeah. Got everything he needed to as soon as he needed to get it. Really nice defense. Probe going to confirm that there is a hatchery at the third base. Wants to make sure, hey, I'm not getting... what's the word? Proxy hatched. No proxy hatch, spine crawler rush. No dark shenanigans coming in. MaxPax just continuing to be a nuisance with this probe. The kid is honestly just so ridiculously good. They are both unbelievably good players. I really do feel like MaxPax is the future, though. The future of Protoss. Him and Classic are really impressing me in terms of defensive play as well as aggressive play. Hero is a superstar. There's no doubt of that. But he is so wild. He is so wild and so unfettered, which is cool. It's really fun. Really fun to see Hero play. But it does mean that when players have a little bit more time to well, it's kind of funny because it's kind of like a double-edged sword. One, it means that, you know, players in theory, if they respond perfectly, they're going to be good. But on the other side of the coin, it also makes it borderline impossible to prepare for a player like Hero. Adept does shade forward, by the way. Will kind of just set itself up in a good position. Nice target fire. Grabs one of those Lings, but a good pull on the drones from Lambo saves the one drone. Oh, MaxPax, is he going to split the Adepts up? He will, and he's going to come in from two sides. Lambo, oh, look at this one drone. He saves both drones. Saves another drone as well. Oh, great job from Lambo. Oh, man, that was a tough defense to execute, but he executed it perfectly. MaxPax does shade back home. He knows the Ling speed timing, 330. And obviously in the previous game, Lambo was able to find one of those Adepts. So MaxPax doesn't want to have that happen. He's actually going to sneak back out to the left side. I do like this. I do like this just in general. Third Nexus is going to come on in. Now, I have seen Firefly just recently, earlier today. He's been doing double pylon and creating a little cage for his Adepts at the third base to make them safer. That's a really cool little move. One drone does get picked off. Meanwhile, oh, Adepts. Oh, looks like they were discovered here. Yeah? Oh, they definitely were. But he actually doesn't run them down. Good job for MaxPax to get back out of range. And ooh, there are 5 drones at the natural. No, okay, nope, now there is a queen. Actually, now there's 8 drones, 9 drones. Oh, this double Adept could get some big value, but the Lings do get on top of it. The Adept falling a little bit short. We'll get 3 drones, which is not bad. Certainly not terrible, but Lambo with a solid defense. Good job right there. The Queens zoning the Oracles out. And now with 3 Queens here, MaxPax going in on top of this base is wild. He gets through. Oh, does he lose the... Nope, doesn't lose the 3rd Oracle. I cannot believe that Oracle survived. That is ludicrous. 3 HP. He actually picks off 3 additional drones. That looked so unbelievably greedy. Now, MaxPax... Did he see... No, he didn't see the Evo chamber. But he is going for +1 and charge. And this is the first game in the series he's done this. He really doesn't play Charge Lot Archon often, or even just +1 in charge often. But against +1 melee, it can be a very powerful weapon. Oh. MaxPax able to get a couple of Lings right there for just... Only 1 Oracle turns on his Pulsar Cannon. That's kind of nice. Or Pulsar Beam. Now, we do have the Roach Warren on the way, but I don't think Lambo has identified yet that this is going to be Zealots, Charge Lots. Nice little bit of creep getting picked off there. MaxPax just saying, hey, are you going to drop some creep tumors right here? Did see the tumors come on in. Kind of neat how they expand. He sees them expand even though he didn't have vision there. Now, MaxPax, where did he warp into Zealots? Okay, they are at the third base. Lambo, though, has not seen this yet. Ooh, Oracles do get cordoned off. 1 drone does fall, but losing an Oracle for 1 drone is not even close to worth. Robotics Bay coming on in for MaxPax. Right now, this feels like a good position for Lambo, though. He is building roaches already. +1 melee is going to come on in. The Zealots don't want to reveal themselves, but they will have to do so to cover the Adepts. And that's good news for Lambo, because now he knows for sure that roaches are the right call. Lambo, will he try and hit some kind of timing with Roach, Ravager, Ling, Bane? He does have 76 drones. He's on 4 bases. This is a great economy for keeping sustained aggression up against the Protoss. But MaxPax does have that quick robotics bay. No second robo, so he's not going to be able to get up into like 4 to 6 disruptors super fast, but he will still be able to get up even if Lambo starts attacking, well, pretty much right. Actually, no, there's no way he's going to attack before Bane speed. Yeah, no, that would be pretty foolish. Yeah, MaxPax is going to have at least 3 disruptors by the time Bane speed finishes, and if he waits for +2 melee, he could have even more here. The queen positioning from Lambo has been immaculate, by the way. He has been zoning out his opponent so well. MaxPax does add on the second robotics facility and the fourth nexus, but Lambo is definitely ahead in this game. Now, if he doesn't get a hive very soon, it will become an extremely difficult game for Lambo. MaxPax setting up for 2 Zealot run-bys. This is kind of cute from Lambo. He's going to go for the Baneling morph. MaxPax doesn't have Double Forge, and his Blink just now, well, it's about a minute away from completing. And Lambo's timing will be before that point. Oh, the Zealots. Okay, I think he just spotted the Banelings. Meanwhile, army in the middle of the map is posturing forward. Zealot's going to try and get into a little choke, maybe? No, he's just trying to draw the army here. Ooh, does bait out a lot of Banes on just a couple Zealots. He actually has this one Zealot in an amazing choke. It is doing surprisingly well. Did it really only... I tried to click it. I think it only had 2 kills. Zealots on the bottom side are going to get deflected by an excellent SimCity of Lambo, and nice clutch transfuses keeping these queens alive. Ooh, 1 queen does fall. Could have saved that in theory, but not the end of the world. Still, Lambo, he is maxed out. He's the one who should be attacking. With no hive, yeah, he definitely wants to start attacking pretty soon. MaxPax, though, does have Zealots on the left side, and those will be able to kill the 5th base almost for sure if they go in during the big attack. Oh my god, look at this Baneling count right now. Look at the army value. 46 Banes. 46 plus 2 melee speed Banes. Disruptor shots are going to come on in. Splits from Lambo are going to try and come on in, but big Disruptor shots. There are Banelings in the backfield, and they do flank. Couple of stasis wards were good. But does MaxPax have enough to hold? He will fall back to the battery overcharge. Split from Lambo, not enough this time against the Disruptor. More Banelings coming in from the side. Almost catches a ton of probes. Disruptor shot. Ooh, it's a last-second split, but it is a last-ditch split. Meanwhile, drones on the other side are falling. Lambo gets deflected. MaxPax makes the hold and will win another ESL Open Cup EU. Stunning victory from MaxPax. A ludicrously good series between the two of them. And if you enjoyed this series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And we will catch you on the flip side.